I'm going to go ahead and move this tea on over here. Okay. So today I had planned to do a live on YouTube, but I couldn't get my camera to work for some reason, and I'm not sure why. So I'm still going to shoot something and post it. I just want to, because that's the whole point, really. And I didn't see anybody there. So I've been having technical difficulties today, and I'm not letting that deter me. So trying to get my website going properly, it's a little exhausting, honestly. Technology. Made my job with a bunch of technology, and here we are. So today we are going to talk about Ujjaya breath. So Ujjaya breath is the most common of all the yoga breaths. It's the one that you use when you're practicing asana, when you practice the poses on the mat. And so I decided to start with that one because a lot of people might be familiar with it, which is good. And then the other thing is that you might hear your teacher in a yoga class talking about it. Breathe, inhale, exhale. And this is the breath that they really want you to be using, throughout. And you'll notice more experienced yogis, you'll hear their breath in class. You'll hear them breathing loud. And that's Ujjaya breath. And some people find it annoying. As a yoga teacher, I really like to hear breath. It means that they know what they're doing. So it's a good way to help keep your concentration. So what it does is, if Ujjaya breath is also called ocean breath. So it makes an ocean sound. More specifically, it does make an ocean sound outside, but it makes an ocean sound inside. So you hear the ocean sound like in your ears. And that's the whole point, is you want to have as many things helping you stay focused on your breath over focusing on your thoughts. So that's the whole point of that. You want to keep listening to your breath and not your thoughts. And when you're making the sound, meaning you're consciously making the sound, and then you're hearing the sound, and then you feel the physical sensations that it gives you. So it'll give you a massage to your throat. You can usually feel it coming in and out of your nose. Depending on how deeply you're breathing, you're feeling it come, you feel the diaphragm moving. All of that helps keep you focused off of your thoughts and onto your breath. So that's the whole point. What else was I going to say? So that's basically the most important aspects of Ujjaya breath. And so when you hear your teacher say inhale and exhale, you're going for that ocean sound behind the ear. So we're going to talk about how that works. One other thing, that's what I wanted to tell you. I wanted to say that the yogis work a lot with the endocrine system. So the thyroid is one of those, and one of those glands that yoga affects. And they've done studies that show that this kind of breathing actually does benefit your thyroid. It's been small studies, but it definitely has a benefit. So for those that have thyroid issues or are concerned they could have thyroid issues, or you just want to keep your thyroid healthy, this breath will help do that. So, and it doesn't matter if it's slow thyroid or a fast thyroid, it helps balance the endocrine system. So it balances all of those. So what we're going to do is we're going to start just by breathing. So we're going to sit with your hands on your knees, palms up or down, and we're just going to close our eyes and just start breathing. Just if you can notice breathing Just notice the chin, just let it point down a little bit. So, something I notice when I'm breathing is that once you start paying attention to it, it starts to respond to you. It just automatically deepens. Now, what we're going to do, I don't know if you'll be able to hear my breath or not, but you want to be able to hear your breath. So, what you want to do is restrict the back of your throat just slightly. So, you're going to restrict it both on the inhale and on the exhale. Just enough so that you hear that ocean sound. But not so much that you feel too much tension. You might feel it, hear it a little bit more on the exhale than the inhale. That's normal. But it should be heard in both directions. Keep listening for the sound. Now let's keep the breath, but open the eyes. Now let's just add a little motion to this. We're going to just do a little twist. So we're going to inhale, twist, exhale, center, inhale, twist, exhale, center. Let's keep going. Let's do two more on each side. One more. Back to center. Close your eyes. Let's take a few more breaths listening. Soften the shoulders. Now let your breath come to normal. So you're not restricting the throat at all. And then we'll slowly open the eyes. So, a couple things you might notice about that breath is that it keeps you alert. So, you might feel relaxed. It's a very relaxing breath, but it also helps you stay alert. If you're laying down, if you're having trouble sleeping and you're laying down, that breath can actually help you go to sleep because it takes the focus off of the churning in the mind to the breath. And it's pretty difficult, you might notice, to do the breath and think and be paying attention to your thoughts at the same time. It demands your attention. So if you wander away, you'll notice the breath will suffer. So then you come back and let it get a little louder and a little deeper. So it's a great breath for helping you with sleep. It also helps you stay alert. So it's a good breath to wake up to. And then you can add a little bit of movement like we did in here with a twist or cat and cow poses, or even with sun salutation. So you'll notice on certain poses, you inhale and exhale, and that helps you stay focused. So you keep that breath a little bit louder inside so that while you're practicing, you're focusing on the present moment, your breath and the movement, as opposed to your thoughts, which can be difficult because we all have opinions and things going on in our head during practice. We all have our junk. So this just helps you, one of the simplest breaths to help you stop hanging on every single word that your brain has for you. So I hope that was helpful. If you have questions about this breath or any other, please put them in the comments. Unfortunately, this isn't going to be in the live, but in the live section, but it will be in there is going to be a playlist and this will be in there. If I keep having technical difficulties, I'm probably going to have to maybe go this route. I'm not sure because I'm not sure why my camera wasn't working. But we'll hopefully figure it out. I'll do a little Dr. Google and see what happened. So thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.